Yes, I am Dixon. I have 12 free VST plugins for you today for dark, trap, drill type of beats. We've got free VST plugins, libraries, as well as some effects as well. So stick around for that. But before we do get into it, just a quick word from today's sponsors, DistroKid. So DistroKid is mostly known for uploading your music to all of the top streaming websites, whilst providing you with awesome promotional and marketing tools at the same time. But one of the reasons I love DistroKid so much is that they are always changing and looking to the future. For example, at the end of last year, they created NFTs called sellouts. NFT is the buzzword of the year, and to move with the times, you will have to learn what they are and adjust. And DistroKid have done that incredibly. DistroKid also do their part for charity by allowing you to distribute some of your earnings to charities of your choice. It's very easy to get it started. If you would like to sign up to DistroKid, feel free to use my 7% discount code. It's in the description below. Now let's get into these VST plugins. So the first one is called Backmask by Freak Show Industries, and Freak by name and Freak by nature because their plugins are creepy. All of their plugins look like some kind of Illuminati confirmed type of plugins. This one in particular is kind of like a reverse effect plugin, and as you know, with like dark, trap or drill beats, reverse always sounds like dark and creepy and haunting in a way. So I've thrown a loop here from the Lift Off sample pack by Patent Sounds. So as you can see, there are loads of different ways to effect it. Super creepy, super cool plugin. Next up is the BBC Symphony Orchestra by Spitfire Audio. This is like a free alternative to those costly Kontakt banks. Don't get me wrong, are they better than the Kontakt banks? Probably not, but this is free of charge and you get really clean sounding orchestral sounds. Here's what the library looks like. Get strings, brass, woodwinds and some percussion as well. If you do want to get this, when you're on the website it will say the price. I think it's like £50, but underneath it says all free, so click all free underneath. Here are some of the sounds that I've layered together to make a loop. As you can hear, they're very high quality orchestral sounds, which brings me to my next plugin, and this is a $10 plugin. I know it's a free plugin video, but you can get the demo for free, and at this point I should be the ambassador for Halftime. They need to start paying me heavily because I'm mentioning it in every single video, because with dark type of melodies it's like a little cheat code in a way. So you guys just heard that loop. Nothing wrong with it, absolutely nothing. But if you want to change it for like a chorus or an intro or just in general, you can just slap Halftime on it. And that's just default settings. That's me putting halftime on it and not touching a thing, which is crazy. That sounds awesome. In fact, this is how much I believe in halftime. If you do want a free copy of halftime, the full $10 version, just type in halftime is mine in the comment section below, and I'll pick a random winner and I will buy you one instance of halftime, because that's how much I love it and I want you guys to have it. Next up, we have the Patent Sounds very own Gravity piano, which is a brand new piano. I showcased it in my last video, but it works very well with dark drill trap type beats. We have a free version for Kontakt, the full Kontakt, and we have a free version for decent sampler as well, so everybody can get it. The mix style here will mix between a lo-fi type of piano and a clean type of piano, and in fact my guy Era made a great video showcasing the Gravity piano for Instagram. Here is that video of him using the Gravity piano. Very awesome there, and I'll leave Era's details in the description below if you want to follow him on Instagram. Here's a little showcase of our own. Also, it has a reverse effect on it as well, so if you hold down the notes long enough, it will come back around and reverse upwards like so. And if you don't want that reverse effect, just shorten the notes. Next up, we have the Virgin Choir. If you're making any kind of dark trap or drill beats, you're going to need a choir at some point. It just adds that extra haunting texture. As you can see in the middle here, you have A, E, and E. I should make my own library. E. You can change the sequencer here as well to make it go in between the vowels. So in my last video I said to you guys, if you comment below starry-eyed surprise, I'll give you a shout out in my next video. Well, this is that next video, and here are the people that commented. If you would like a shout out in my next video, all you have to do right now is like this video, and in the comment section below just type in another day, another dollar, and I'll give you a shout out in my next video. Now let's get back into it. Next up is Spitfire Audio Labs. Later goes without saying now, Labs is going to be in every free VST plugin video, no matter what genre, because their library is so big. They've got pianos, orchestra, guitars, they've got a whole bunch in their free Labs library. This one's called the Moon guitar. really like that melody. I can imagine it in like a baby tune with maybe some flutes and some banging 808s. On top of that melody, we're going to put Yoin or Yoin. It's a mad reverb slash delay. It's really good for making it more atmospheric and sitting better within the mix. It's a very good plugin if you want to like wash out your sound. You can even put an automation on it and have it fully washed out for a section and come back into the dry out version. So next up we have Vital Synth. Absolutely made a huge splash when it first came out and it's still very relevant today. This one's called Lost My Keys. It's a pattern sound preset from the Lift Off sample pack. Very nice ambient key slash bow type sound there, and when you layer it with a bass it sounds very, very nice. Sounding a lot more thick, a lot more full. This bass is also from that same lift off pack as well. So next up I want to show you guys a few side chainers. This is just used to get the bounce, maybe mostly used in like drill type of beats. Obviously you can use sidechain to duck out where your kick hits and your snare hits, just so the drums kick through even more. But now you can use it as like an added pattern, like a bounce to your loops. So I've thrown a loop in. As you can hear there, it gives it that bounce like straight away. Another awesome one is called the Flux Mini. Basically does the same. These just come with different presets if you want to flick through them. The last side chainer that I have is called Simple Side, and this doesn't have any presets that I can see, but you can build your own, and that's what I like about it. Next up we have the vinyl guitar by Echo Soundworks. Last time I did a video like this I used the Ample Guitar Lite, which is still a very, very good acoustic guitar, but I tend to use this guitar more lately. Just a preference thing, I reckon. Also, what I like to do with guitars is put a bit of a vintage tint on it, and I would use the Origin Vintage plugin by Cymatics to do this. Sounding very awesome, adds that vintage tint and a bit of chorus as well. Chorus and guitars sound awesome anyway. Next up we have SampLab, and SampLab isn't an instrument or a effect plugin. It is a sampler in a way, where you can drop your samples in there, you can get the MIDI for it, and not only can you get the MIDI, you can get the sound of the loop as well. So even if you don't have that sound in your arsenal, you can get the same sound that was used in the loop, which is crazy, and I'll show you an example of that now. So say if you like this piano here, but you don't have a piano that sounds like that in your arsenal, you can simply just throw it into SampLab. As you can see here, it gets the right BPM 142. We label all of our loops BPM and key. So 142, we know it's the same. So not only do we have the BPM, we have the MIDI and the MIDI sound, well, the loop sound. And as you can hear, we have the sound as well. You can make your own melodies from scratch. You don't even have to use their MIDI. And that's absolutely crazy. Like, it's not always going to work. Sometimes it's going to sound better than other times, but as you can see there, we took the loop, took the sound from the loop, created our own melody using that sound that we never even had before, which is mental. So be sure to leave your favorite dark drill / trap VST plugins / effects in the comments below so I can take a good look at them and maybe include them into my next video. If you do want more plugin videos, I'll leave one here and one right here. And if you are looking for a random tutorial preset video, free VST, who knows, I'll leave that right there. I've been Dixon. Be safe, be productive, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one.